Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Sim 22. It has been quite some time. We'll get into that later. Some of this episode, probably a lot of it, is going to be remembering what we were doing way back in March. It is now July 3rd in real life, so I also need to remember how to play this game, because I have not touched it since March. Or was it before? It might have been February? I don't remember, it's been a long time. But it does look like we were unloading some silage, so we're going to get a big old influx of cash to start off, which sounds great. And then we'll see what we have planted and what season, etc, etc. My cat Gertie is just really shoving my keyboard around. Making life a little difficult, but she's cute, so I will allow it. Okay, operating position. We don't even want that. We just want to go. So we are way far away. This should be way in the west, and we have set up way in the east. We can kind of see field 54 is our grass, where we are making most of our money currently. And 53 is where I think we've started to, yeah, and if you hear the microphone bumping, that's Gertie's head. She's sniffing my face, basically, and just really loves to do this anytime I'm talking. So I work from home now. So one of the reasons I have not done this for a while is because I was working two jobs from the beginning of March to the end of May. So my plan was to get back to recording in June because I was down to then just one job, and I didn't. So a lot of that month was kind of feeling the relief of having only one job again, and then also I just wasn't in the habit. And so Sunday would kind of come and go, and I'd be like, oh man, I forgot to. I'd literally just forget, because once you kind of get out of that habit of doing it, it's not on top of mind. So it's July. I really want to get back into the swing of things. I actually kind of want to do a second series of another game, and like try to record enough to do two. That's like not on my priority list. My priority is getting more of these out. Yep. I don't know if that's on the mic, but Gertie's just hitting some chapstick and a pencil and just really being the life of the party. Let's get this. I don't know why I had that up the whole time. We don't really need the map most of the time. So, oh, we still have silage bales. Okay. That's kind of nice. Oh, we already did buy chickens. Okay, I was going to say, I thought we were transitioning into like getting some chickens, but we already did. So let's finish the silage part, and then we won't have to do this for, I think we'll get one more in before winter, like one more silage harvest. I don't know what the correct term is, but we have a field in front of us that looks like it just got cultivated. I wonder if we should take some time and see if there needs to be some planting that's done. So it is June. And if we go to crop types, it looks like there's nothing planted. Again, I assume we just... we don't want withered. I want to turn off... Okay, it already leaves these off. That's good. We don't want to do either of those things. They take too long for, I think, too little reward. We don't need to plow or lime. What was I looking for? Growth. Cultivated. So it's June. I assume we wanted wheat. We can check our storage. So we have 24,000 barley, and crop calendar June. We can plant more barley. We can also wait a month and plant wheat. There's really no difference, like as far as feeding chickens goes. If we wanted to do like production chain, we would have to make, even then it's wheat and barley makes flour. It doesn't really matter. So we might as well just plant barley. I like it because Wait, no, this is harvest season. We can't even plant until August. So we're like way ahead of it. Okay. And are we leasing that? I should check that as well. Yeah, we are leasing the cultivator. So if we're done cultivating, we should return that. Someday we'll start buying some of this equipment, but it is very expensive. So while we only have to do it once a year because we only have one field, we'll just keep leasing some of the more expensive things. So I'm trying to like think. Okay, oh wow, we have a lot of straw as well. That's good to remember, so when we do wheat, we can probably just either sell it or just not even straw swath it. A park by the house. I like to kind of keep these here. Are we full on chickens? Yeah, we bought 360 and it looks like they're all young. So we bought them all like as babies and we only have one rooster. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. I think that's if we want to sell. I think we want to look at this menu. Yeah, we have 10 roosters and we're hoping that'll help the productivity. I don't know what the correct ratio is, rooster to chickens. I don't care too much, I guess, as long as productivity is up. But they won't, I don't think they start producing eggs until they're like 2 months-ish. Maybe 6, I can't remember. If it's 2 months for... Is it 2 months? Does it tell you? Chickens produce eggs. This is a chick. Animals that are healthy and older than 6 can reproduce. Okay. So they reproduce at 6 months. I don't know if they start producing eggs at 2. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess they'd reproduce when they can start producing eggs. And then I have to check if our engine, because it should keep going. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to make sure it keeps working while we aren't in the vehicle. A couple things we can do. We can keep this silage. Since it's kind of a smaller stack, we could kind of put this over here. That way when we want to go into cows or even sheep, it's kind of nice to have silage on hand. Yeah, let's do that. Basically, if we can get stacks of straw, silage, and hay, then we're actually ready for the mixer, which means we'd be ready to get 100% productivity with cows, which would be pretty big. It's expensive in investment, probably not going to happen for a while. I think we'll invest into sheep first. We also need land before we can do that, so that's actually a ways away, but it's kind of nice to like be on track for that. I think that lined up pretty nicely. Okay. Yeah, I think next time, unless we really need money, the next time this is grown, we'll probably convert this to hay. I think. Okay. So we have all these greenhouses. I remember those were... I just set those to automatically sell, so we're losing like some potential profits that we've talked about this before, that we're losing some profits, but that's okay because we're not spending any time on it except for filling it up every so often, and I'm okay with that because that is a huge time sink now that they... Well, if you're new to the game, when you go to pick up like lettuce or strawberry pallets, you have to use a pallet fork. Back in the day, back in like... Did this game come out in November? Like the first few weeks, maybe even a month that it was out, you could just pick them up by hand. And it was super, super nice, like really fast. And then when they changed that to needing a tool, like to have to pick it up with a tractor, it slowed it down, and it takes too long. So we can kind of make some easy free profit. And we're right across from the lake, so we get free water, so it's 100% profit. So I'm not too worried about the 30 or 40% that we're missing. Speaking of, I just want to make sure water's fine. Chicken feed is fine. I think we've already checked that. So we're actually doing really good. Let's check our money really fast and see. So we have 32,000. So what we have here is actually what we have. No loans. That's nice. So this is where the game gets weird, as we've talked about, where it's sort of Harvest Moon-like, where when we're done for the day, we just sort of sleep, even though it's, what, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The other thing we could do, and I usually don't, is we could take a contract. I would if there was like a harvest contract, because we could actually keep some of that crop when we're done harvesting. But for these, the money's just not worth the time, I think. Again, unless it's harvesting. So I think we just go to bed. And in a couple months, actually, we'll have, let's start checking this every month and see if it's 2 months or if it is 6. I hope I'm not messing things up, but I think that's all we can do. So let's sleep. Okay. I actually need to shut this off. Oh, look at that. So they start producing right away. That's good to know. And if we go into here, productivity's at 100, so 10 roosters is enough, I guess. I've heard it's 1 for every 50. I think I had a commenter say that a long time ago, so I guess we don't actually need like 7. But I'll err on the side of caution because it's not that big a deal. So, yeah, and puberty doesn't matter because they're already maxed out. So we're not going to worry about, they don't need to breed because we already have all the pen, a full pen, I want to say. So yeah, we'll just let those sort of pile up, and at some point we'll take in a big old load of eggs and make some money. Quite a bit of money, actually. It's pretty good. Okay. I think we still have to wait 1 more month. There's no harvesting season except for, like, you know, poplars and stuff. I guess we could do oilseed radish if we want to do that as a fertilizer. We could also just... it has been too long. I was starting to get the hang of, like, fertilizer, because we have to fertilize twice. So we could do oilseed radish, and then in August we would basically just, like, you just cultivate. Oh, we'd have to cultivate again. We don't want to do that. Do I not have a fertilizer? So we need... And we have 2 trailers because I forgot we had 1. So I just kept it because eventually 2 trailers will actually be really nice to have. So it's like, whatever. I don't want to sell it back. Do we just go back to sleep? This is weird. Yeah, I don't think there's really much we can do. And I don't want to waste time just driving back and forth. So I think we... Yeah, seasons makes this game so weird. I'll say it. I've said it a bunch, and I'll obviously say it a bunch more. But that's okay. So now we'll actually be busy because we'll start... Oh no. Okay. I don't know if we can actually plant in the rain. Okay. Oh yeah, we built that big old windmill, I think, way over there. And so that gives us a bunch of monthly profits, so we don't lose money when we go to bed. We just make actually quite a bit. I don't want this, actually. I want my nice blue one. Okay, so it is barley planting seed. No, it's still not. And yeah, we definitely want more wheat or barley. We want more grain, so we want to wait one more month. Okay. Well. I wonder if they produce faster when they get older. I feel like this is really slow, unless they've nerfed it since the last time I played it. But for 350 chickens, I feel like it should be faster, but yeah, it might just be as they get older, they produce quicker. We'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Okay, now we can plant the, what do I want? This barley. And I like, oh yeah, so I like planting barley because then it's done in June. That way we have a little leeway there if we want it. So I think all we need is, do weeds grow? I always forget. 53, I want to check. So there are weeds. I don't know if we can just plant over those or if we have to like get a weeder. But I feel like I remember just planting over it and it was fine. If not, then we need to remember that and not cultivate till like the month before or even like the day of, the month of. So some things we need to kind of start thinking about with our money is, I think we're gonna have to buy some land soon because it'd be nice to have like another field since we only get to really do one crop per year. It'd be really nice. Like, how much is this one? It's actually not too expensive. So we might buy 51. Yeah, 50 would be a good one to like just get rid of this field and use this for like animals. Like get a bigger chicken, sheep, cows, pig, like kind of do all our animals on this one lot. So I might do 51 just so we can get like if we're gonna do pigs, then we need like a huge variety of stuff. I would say pigs are almost more difficult to get to 100% than cows now because of just the variety you need in crop. All right, so we need a planter, seeder. We don't need one that cultivates. We could do this one. How much is this to lease? It's kind of expensive, but 6 meters and 12 meters is double. 5,000 more. I think we just spend the money, right? It's a lot of money for... Seven miles per hour, 9 miles per... This is a lot faster. This is really all we got to do, so we kind of want it to go fast just for like time's sake, like our actual real life time. So let's... So it says what was it, like $3,500 per work hour? I assume that means like a real life hour. Like I don't think they would charge you $3,500 like once it hits 9 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know how that works, to be honest. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't actually put seed in it, so Let's change it to barley before I forget. Let's see, that's barley, oat, canola, soybean, sorghum, oil, seed, grass. Okay. So we need seed. I never know how much. Oh yeah, I forgot about our sales as well. Brands, what do I want? Objects. So seeds is 1,000, or the pallets are same. These are just cheaper. So let's buy like 2. That might be overkill, but I don't want to come back. Yeah, so it is the 4th of July tomorrow. So we have, I've been listening to fireworks all day long. Luckily my cats seem to be pretty okay with them. Like they'll kind of like look out the window, but they don't seem to be behaving differently. We like Gertie, the one that was being sort of a pest earlier. She's very scared and skittish. Like when people ring the doorbell, she hides till they're gone. But even she's been like pretty okay, it seems. So that's good. It's like the worst part about fireworks is the waste, and then yes, what they do to animals, getting all stressed about them. I'm not a fan, by the way, if in case that was not clear. I don't like fireworks. Okay. Now is the moment of truth. If these weeds go, or if we gotta go get our weeder. Okay, I thought so. And now we hire someone, because I can't drive straight. Oh, there was that mod. Okay, I need to go back in my comments. It's probably on the last video, maybe the one before that. Someone mentioned like a GPS mod that will like kind of drive straight for you. I need to try to remember to get that before too long. I'm glad we got the 12 meter one, because this field's larger than I remember. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I want to see. Okay, so this is ready to harvest, but I think we want to give it 1 more month. I always forget, because we did it in June, July, August, September. I think 4 months is what we want. Say June. We did it in June, so July, August, September, October, and we can still harvest all the way to November. So yeah, we'll just give it 1 more month just to make sure. But we can also get ready for that to happen. Okay, we have a full pallet of eggs there. So we're gonna have our mower, that'll be the blue tractor. Do we want to, I think we're gonna have to do 1 more round of silage at least. So we do want this, right? 220, and then we have our wrapper. Okay. So not a ton we can do to get ready, but we can at least get this out. So that's ready to go. And then that'll also remind me the next time I record what we're doing. With the mower, we got the wrapper. So we're actually good for silage. We don't have to lease anything. I think then after our next, like we could just take out a quick loan. I'm trying to think. Green is planting. So we could plant canola if we buy field 50 Is field 50 plowed, which means we could plant on it right away. Just to get that going might be smart. We already have the cedar. We're definitely gonna have plenty of seed. Should we do that? And we can take out a quick loan. Let me make sure nothing, growth. Yeah, plowed. So that should work. So if we go here and borrow, that's fine. That's we'll be able to pay that back with like next month when we get our silage going. So we will, let's buy it. Yeah. Expanding the farm. Buy. We can actually pay back, let's pay back that much and keep a little bit on hand. And not much we can do, but wait, really. I'm trying to think. Well, how's our water? Let's see, what am I looking for? Water's, oh, actually, that would be a good thing to do. Yeah, so I guess going back to way earlier, while we're gonna just fill up the greenhouses, basically, so I just like made a career transition, a big career move. So there was just a few months where both jobs sort of like I had to sort of finish out the contract on one, but then they wanted me to start for the other, and so that's why there was 3 months there where I was doing both. So it was just very busy. It was great, like it was exciting, but it was just busy. So my Sundays, which is usually when I try to record 1 or 2 videos, it turned into like full 8 or 9 hour work days where I'd start, 8 o'clock and finish at 5, or it just became a work day. So yeah, recording just sort of had to kind of go on the back burner, because then the rest of my week I would also work mornings and nights outside of like my my other job. So I'd have like the one job where I'd like work all day like a normal work hours, but then I'd have to get hours in for the other job. So then I'd work, basically try to get some in before I went to work, and then I'd come home and do some more, and then after like dinner, like before bed, I would try to get more in, and then yeah, so it was just like pretty insane. But then yeah, going to like one job kind of felt like vacation. It was like, oh, I have my entire weekend back, and my mornings and nights are normal again, and I just sort of enjoyed that in June. Played through Ghost of Tsushima because I'd been wanting to for a while. Absolutely loved it. Played through Life is Strange True Colors. Absolutely loved it. Way better than Life is Strange 2, which I really didn't all enjoy too much. But yeah, True Colors was fantastic. What else? I think that's all I... Wait, what am I... Okay, I think those are the only 2 games I've played through in June. But Ghost of Tsushima is a big game. It was like 45 hours-ish by the time I beat it. And then I still have the DLC if I want to go back. I'm not a big DLC person, so might not happen. I tried Death Stranding. I got about 6, 7, 8 hours in. Right? I gave it a shot. Not for me. I could see why people love it. I can see why it's divisive. Yeah, not for me, and that's okay. There's plenty of games out there. What? How long? Oh man, time flies, doesn't it? I think we're gonna call that a day. It's a solid 30 on this. I'm gonna leave this here to remind me next time I record to finish it up. I'm gonna try to get a couple videos out this week just to kind of get back into the swing of things. But I will finish this field off camera, and then I'll set up over there again just as a reminder to myself that we are going to plant canola over there, and that will be a day. Thanks for watching. Even after many months of silence, I appreciate you guys coming back. And where's this guy going? Yeah, hopefully we can kind of get back into the swing of things here quickly, and we've already expanded our farm. That's going to help a lot, and just sort of keep growing the old farm here. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment if you wish, and of course have yourselves a very nice day.